What's going on, guys? It's your boys, the GOAT of the Senpai. Today, we're gonna actually talk about something different today, which is the 2019 Need for Speed. Now, of course, we all know the new Need for Speed. It's supposedly coming out 2019. Will be a huge Need for Speed, which is kind of getting me a little bit hyped because I'm kind of curious what to see. It's a 25-year anniversary of Need for Speed, which is a huge thing for a company and franchise. So I'm actually just excited to see what's going to happen. What's the franchise going to take step. I'm hoping we'll go to the good direction. So instead of hyping this Need for Speed up, I got a list, a top 10 list of which cars I'm hoping will be on the next Need for Speed 2019. I'm hoping these cars I have, which is the wish car, I'm hoping it will be on this 2019 Need for Speed. I'm just hoping. At number 10, we got the Evo X. The Evo X. This car needs to come back. It's one of my favorite Evos from the Evo family. Although the Evo 8 and 9 have been Need for Speed, well, according to freaking 2015 Need for Speed and Need for Speed Payback, they've been there. And also they're gonna add Evo 3, which is my favorite out of all the Evos family tree. But the Evo X, I think it deserves to be on Need for Speed, the next Need for Speed, because it's been on Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012, which is pretty underrated car. It's actually a good off-road car. So therefore, I hope it comes back to Need for Speed 2019. Because the Evo X is just a good car to drive, and it's pretty good, well done, and a fan base. Even though people don't like it, I love it, and I hope it will be on 2019 Need for Speed. At number 9, we got the Dodge Daytona, a pretty good car, one of the most legendary muscle cars of all time. Don't get me wrong, it's a car that we don't expect to be on Need for Speed because it's, a car that we don't expect it. But if Need for Speed 2019 is a big deal, they should do something big and add a car like it's a legendary car called Daytona, which is a car that we dominated the freaking Daytona 500. So I'm hoping we'll just see this car. It'd be fun to drive. Not gonna lie, see that big ass wing going around with that light blue blood 43. It'd be fun to see that driving around in the war. So I'm hoping it's coming 2019. At number 8, we have a car that we all see in Need for Speed, but we can't even drive it, which is the G35. We've seen this in around driving in AI as an AI driving, but we don't drive it. Look at that booty. Look at that beautiful car. I think we should able to drive it, even though it was in almost all the Need for Speed as a traffic car, but we don't ever drive it. I don't see why. It's basically the 350Z, but less fame. And I don't understand. I think we should able to drive it. If they're gonna add 350Z, at least add the G35, so it could be at least more fair. Cause not gonna lie, I don't understand. Cause who wanna hear that G35 straight pipe Schweitzer exhaust? Okay, I stop. At number 7, we got a car was pretty underrated because the big budget. That is the FC RX-7. This car is too sexy. I think it belongs to be on Need for Speed, because if they're gonna add the FD RX-7, I think it makes sense to add the FC as well, or just add all the RX-7 generation. But personally, I like the FC, in my opinion, better than FD, because FC is smaller. I think it looks a lot better and it's more reliable than FD. Even though the FD is one of the most beautiful cars ever, I think the FC is slightly better because of that booty, and it's, like I said, it's reliable and it looks nice, and it's underrated car. That's what makes it a lot better. People don't know this car. But then again, FC number 7 on a wish list. Coming at number 6, we got a car which is, in my opinion, the most underrated car of all time, and that is the Nissan 300ZX. This car is basically the Supra, but just heavier. If you take that thing light, if you take the weight off, trust me, it will compete as a super. But then again, it's a Nissan 300 ZX, which is already on its own category, being one of the most beautiful sports car I ever seen. Back in the 90s, you see the 90s? When you see that car, it's still structured, that still looks nice up to this day. It still competes one of the good looking cars, you know, against the Ferrari 458, because not gonna lie, dude, Nissan 300 ZX, I think it was the most underappreciated car because of its freaking performance, all that. But it was just a car that I want to drive in Need for Speed. Like I said, it makes sense to be on Need for Speed. That's why I put it on this list. If 2019 Need for Speed is going to go big, then this car should be in there. I come in number 5, top 10 5 cars. What I hope it's going to be. It's the Super. Of course, it wasn't in Payback, so that's a sign of something that maybe the MK4 Super is not gonna be on next 119. But I'm just putting it here. But the main focus is this car right here, the Super MK3, underrated car, just because it got shown by his big freaking big sister. Well, not yeah, particularly little sister, because the MK3 it's older than the MK4. But anyways, the point is that this thing got overshadowed by his little sister, and I think it should deserve some big credit because the MK3 is basically one of the good looking cars I have seen. When it's freaking slam and stands out, or you can make a rocket bunny, anything, it looks nice in general. No matter what, the MK3 just looks one of the most freaking beautiful cars I ever seen, and one of my dream cars too, because I would love to drive one of these cars. At number 4, we got the vape boy favorite car, which is the Subaru STR. Now, of course, it was in Payback and Need for Speed 2015 and others, etc. But we don't never seen this kind before. Now, of course, back in an old Need for Speed, Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005, Need for Speed Carbon, Need for Speed Underground, you know, they had this kind of the STI Subarus back in the 1998, I think, or 1997. I don't know if I'm correct, but I mean, like, the hatchback is cool, but of course, most of the Subaru fanboys are a fan of this four-door rally style. Okay, you can't deny that. Alright, but that's why I put it up here because I think it'd be nice to get the rally style in. You know, even though it really have its little brother in there with the hatchback Subaru, but I think getting the four-door one, rally one, would be a lot better. And number 3, this car was a good car back then, which is the Lexus IS 300. Okay, now this car, it's gonna be a good starter car. If you don't play Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005, you know that this thing was a sleeper. Right? Now, of course, it did have some up and down, which, you know, kind of affects the why they didn't put it. But if they're gonna do something big, as like gonna be remoted to 2005 Most Wanted feels, I think it makes sense to add this car back as well. You know, the ISO 300 is a good car, right? Good starter car, you know, reliable. So I think they should make this car be in this game, because I think it deserves to be in this list. So that's why I'm hoping, I'm wishing they add this car back. At number 2, we got the most unappreciated supercar of all time, which is the Lexus LFA, a 500 horsepower car supercar, which is pretty, like, for exotic cars right now. That's like up to the standpoint and stock, but like, come on, like, it's a supercar. Now, don't get me wrong, this car used to be Need for Speed 2012 Most Wanted Need for Speed. And not gonna lie, it was a good car. It was a sleeper supercar. Because I remember playing in multiplayer, and people like always just get the Bugatti Veyron in multiplayer speed, like, you know, like, because they see the Lexus LFA, they don't think it's a sleeper car. It is a sleeper car. If you're a good driver like me and freaking like dominate it, this car would be the best. Not gonna lie, because the Lexus LFS, I don't know, man. I think it's just underrated car, underrated supercar. If they're gonna add like exotic like cars like the Gera, the Huracan, and the Viper, I think this should be in this list. Honorable mention. Here we go. Alright, I got two cars that I think will be in this, and this is the well, technically it's a Honda sign, but Acura and Honda are basically the same thing. But Acura, the Terrier, I can't even say it. But you know, if they're gonna add the Acura RSX, then I don't see why add this thing too. And of course, the underrated car of all time, which is the Toyota Chaser. Pretty good drift car. It has a good engine too, as a 1JZ. But coming at number one, this car should have been in All Need for Speed, which is the Nissan Silver S14. If they're gonna add the S13 and the S15, why are you left out the S14, which is one of the most beautiful booty I ever seen? That car go hard. Not gonna lie, it goes pretty hard. Alright, because it's just. I think I don't see what is this point. If you're gonna add the S15, add the S13, you can leave out the S14. Come on, S14. That car should have been in Need for Speed since 2015 released it. Not gonna lie. Alright, if 2015 Need for Speed, they should have had the S14. Alright, and I'm hoping if they're gonna do something big, alright, in 2019 Need for Speed, they gotta have at least add this car. Cause I'm telling you right now, this car, the S14, is a car that mainly is all about the drifting over there, but basically it's about the looks. I'm not gonna lie, the S14, in my opinion, out of all the Silver classics, the S14 is one of the best looking out of all of them. Now, you get me wrong, the S15 with that strawberry face looks nice, but if I had to choose between all those threes, I mean, technically four because later on made, you know. But anyways, out of all those three categories, I would choose the S14 out of the S13 and S15. And that's in my opinion. But like I said, man, but can you agree with me? Like S14 should have been Need for Speed since like they add the S15 in Need for Speed. So I don't know why they didn't add this. Now of course I'm not sure if I'm correct. Did they add it on Need for Speed 1? I don't know if I'm like right or wrong. I need to go check it back. But for now, they didn't add it for the past 4 years or 5. You know, like come on, man. It's an S14. It's an underrated car, which I don't know why people say it's an underrated. Like I don't know why people say it's overrated. It's, you know, like they added S15, added S14 as well. Just add all the Silver classic. It wouldn't make sense to leave one out, cause then it's just like come on, you know, like as now you're just like taking that. So just add the S14 to this game, because this car is just a gorgeous car, and I think it deserves to be in this list. Alright. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy this quote unquote top 10 wishlist cars that I'm hoping to be in 2019 Need for Speed. As of now, Need for Speed releasing will be, it's so close right now. It's pretty close. Alright, it's gonna be in August. My prediction, Need for Speed trailer will be released on August 30th, right? Because I feel like August 30th will make sense to be a game to be released if this game is coming in 2019. Will come at, I'll say December when the game release on Christmas time, which that's my prediction, right? And now you may say, why would we release the trailer this late just for? But then again, they're doing something big, the 25-year anniversary, which is something huge for a franchise or a game developer too. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they release the trailer on late August and release the full game at December. I wouldn't be surprised, but then again, I would be surprised if they release the trailer like right now, like in July still, or in early August. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this top 10 list about my wish list for 2019 Need for Speed cars.